If you live in small town USA or even mid-sized town USA and you're on a Medicare Advantage plan, there's a very good chance that you're going to receive a notice shortly that's going to say that your Medicare Advantage plan is no longer going to be available. It's going away. It is folding up and leaving town. And this is not an exaggeration. You're going to receive what's called an annual notice of change from Medicare. It's the ANOC letter that should be in your mailbox usually the end of September, where it tells you what changes and what costs are different than they used to be. And a lot of them this year are going to say that the Medicare Advantage plan that you are currently on will no longer be available effective January 1st, 2026. Now, this is a crazy scenario, and I feel very badly for the people that get this because it can be a major life-changing event. It can really disrupt things that you currently have going on. God forbid you're in the middle of treatment for anything like cancer or blood work or COPD or anything that would be even considered near serious. We know from experience how hard it is to make relationships with doctors and specialists and the people that we need to treat whatever it is that we have going on. It takes a tremendous amount of effort to get to where we want to be. So what this will mean is that you are likely no longer going to be able to continue the care with the doctors that you have already set up in your life, where they know your history and things that you need. You are likely going to have to change. And this is not a small event. This is going to affect somewhere between 1.5 and 2 million people, mostly with the large Medicare Advantage carriers. United Healthcare, Humana, Aetna, they are all going through what is called SARs, service area reductions. There have been some changes recently in Medicare Advantage. It's kind of been building to this point where they're not making enough money and they're not making enough money to stay. So they are going to be leaving these areas. And again, mostly small towns, certainly even in midtown type scenarios, probably not in large metropolitan areas, but in the areas where we really need it the most. So this is certainly why I want nothing to do with Medicare Advantage. I am completely 100% with original Medicare with a Medicare supplement plan because it gives us the control. It doesn't give them the control, and they can't change things on us in the middle of the game. And once we get into our certainly 70s or 80s where we have medical care that's ongoing, and again, we know how hard it is to find the right doctor and find the right specialist to be able to handle and meet our needs as to what we need. And here we have this scenario with Medicare Advantage. This started to happen last year. It's happening at a much bigger scale this year. And I certainly wouldn't be surprised if it is continuing into next year's open enrollment. So just be wary. If you're on Medicare Advantage, understand that they have the control. They can change doctors. They can change hospitals. They can change coverage. They can change just about anything where you don't have the ability to have any control over it. So you want to be comfortable with your health care. I'm not looking to scare anybody. Certainly, if you're on a Medicare Advantage plan, please, in the comments below, explain to me why you chose a Medicare Advantage plan over original Medicare, which in my opinion is just significantly better than Medicare Advantage. If you've also had a Medicare Advantage plan, you've already experienced this kind of thing, leave comments below the video for others to see what your experience has been or what your experience has been with original Medicare. I would encourage anybody at any time to do what they can to stay with original Medicare. The biggest argument there is, oh, I can't afford the Medicare supplement plan. Certainly can understand affordability issues, but Medicare supplement plans in most states we can find for about $100 a month. Whether it's the G or the N, doesn't really matter. We want to get the cost right. And if it's an expensive state, there's always the GHD, which is almost always less than $100. It does have a bigger deductible, but still your out-of-pocket is less than what it's going to be with a Medicare Advantage plan. And it gives you all the control where you can go to any doctor, any hospital, anywhere in the country that accepts original Medicare. So you just maintain what you want to have with your healthcare. I get a little passionate about this because a lot of people just don't understand these choices. They don't know when they come into Medicare. You know, they see all these fancy TV commercials that are all Medicare Advantage plans and they look so great and so happy and so wonderful.
18 million Americans are already choosing it. With Medicare Advantage, a proven...
They are great and happy and wonderful until you get sick. And God forbid you are sick and the plan leaves, or your doctor leaves the network, or your hospital leaves the network. It's just a major disruption in something that you don't want to have to deal with. So I'm happy to help with any of this. It's exactly what we do. I do not sell Medicare Advantage plans. I will not sell Medicare Advantage plans. Only do original Medicare with Medicare supplement, but we find the right one at the right cost so that you can afford it. And it's almost a scenario where you can't afford not to have it, because it just makes life so much better going forward. And that's exactly what I would want with my healthcare going forward. But please do leave comments below the video. Let me know what you think about Medicare Advantage, what you think about original Medicare. Very important for others to read other people's experiences and just understand exactly how things work. So I hope you found this helpful. I'm happy to help with any of this. Give us a call, visit my website, and we'll make sure we walk you right through it. Have a great day. Hope you enjoy.